All right, let's go to Columbia. So happening right now, the South Carolina Department of Transportation and South Carolina Department of Public Safety hosting a joint press conference to announce major updates and initiatives focused on improving road safety across South Carolina. Let's take a listen to that.
That changing statistics, reducing fatal and serious injury crashes is not something that happens overnight. It's a long game. You got to work at it. It's like chopping wood. You got to get up every morning and try and push at it and make safety the most important thing that you do. I could tell you when I was director of traffic engineering, every Monday morning I sent out the DPS statistics so that our staff knew that reducing crashes, reducing fatalities was the most important thing they needed to do that day, that week, that year. So with that, I'm going to turn it over to Director Woods. He's not only somebody I look up to as director of DPS, but he's a friend and a colleague. And then following him, Secretary of Transportation Justin Powell will be speaking. So thank you.
Thank you, Rob, and good morning. I'm Rob Woods, Director of the South Carolina Department of Public Safety. I want to thank Secretary Powell and the Department of Transportation, not just for the opportunity to speak here this morning, but for their continued partnership as we seek new and innovative ways to reduce collisions and fatalities in South Carolina. I also want to acknowledge the many law enforcement leaders and agencies who are standing in solidarity in this mission of saving lives on our roadways. Thank you for being here. If you ask any one of our troopers, they will probably tell you that the worst part of their job is having to go to someone's home and tell them that a loved one had just been killed in a traffic collision. That happened 1,198 times in 2021, making it the deadliest year on South Carolina's roadways in history and surpassing the previous record that was set in 1972. As traffic deaths increased, the Department of Public Safety began exploring ways in which our troopers and officers could not only be more strategic in their enforcement efforts, but also more proactive. Since then, we have partnered with the Department of Transportation on several initiatives that collectively have helped us work towards reducing traffic fatalities in South Carolina to their lowest numbers in more than 10 years. This change did not happen overnight, and we acknowledge that even one life lost on the roadways is one too many. But such a dramatic decrease in roadway fatalities means there's been an equally dramatic increase in people getting to their destinations safely, and that is something to be celebrated. This means more lives are being lived, more family get-togethers happening, and more memories are being made. One of the most crucial tools the Department of Public Safety has relied on has been partnerships, which allows us to share information and combine our efforts to improve roadway safety collectively. Each year we receive data from our state and local partners to compile, develop, and produce the South Carolina Traffic Collision Fact Book. This publication allows us to gauge where collisions are happening, what kinds of collisions are happening, when they are happening, and the causes or contributing factors of those collisions, which helps us shape and guide our enforcement efforts to ensure we have the most impact. We took a huge step towards data-driven enforcement in 2021 when we announced our area coordinated enforcement teams. These targeted teams have a sole focus on fatality reduction, and they use collision and citation data along with data from SCDOT to direct their enforcement at locations and times of day we are seeing the most collisions and dangerous driving habits take place. We believe we are seeing success in saving lives because we are using this data to direct troopers and officers to where they are most needed and where they can be most effective. As speed and aggressive driving continue to be leading causes of fatalities in South Carolina, we rolled out equipment upgrades that enable our troopers to better detect and apprehend these dangerous behaviors before a collision occurs. In July of 2021, specialty vehicles were added to the Highway Patrol fleet, including new colors and racing stripes on unmarked Dodge Chargers. More recently, in January, we released 18 new unmarked and marked Mustangs into our fleet with the intention of adding more marked Mustangs next year. Additionally, we partnered with DOT last year to develop and deploy mobile speed trailers where blue lights are activated when motorists' speed is detected above the speed limit set in a construction or work area. Earlier this year, our two departments unveiled the virtual weigh station, the first in the nation that allows our state transport police to identify overweight commercial motor vehicles through sensors in the highway. This notice is then sent to an SDP officer nearby who initiates a traffic stop and completes a thorough inspection before enforcement citations are issued. This is the definition of working smarter, not harder. And this project is the culmination of years-long collaboration between DOT, the State Transport Police, and our Department of Office of Information Technology. But reducing traffic fatalities involves much more than the Highway Patrol, the State Transport Police, or even DPS and DOT.